Officials in Northwest Georgia are seeing progress in their efforts to stop the spread of rabies. This year, 17 animals tested positive for rabies. That's down from 23 last year. Now, officials are using rabies bait drops to vaccinate wild animals. Channel 3's Tanisha Cordell joins us live in the studio to explain. Tanisha.
Well, USDA Wildlife Service officials are covering Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, and Georgia this month. Starting tomorrow, they'll focus on 5 counties in Northwest Georgia.
Rabies vaccines will soon fall from the sky in Walker County, a special treat for wild animals, especially raccoons.
It gives us the ability to better target wooded habitat, in areas where you've got backyards and woodlines, whereas in rural areas where it's mostly forested area, we are going to be flying in airplanes at a low altitude.
Jordana Kirby with the USDA says wildlife animals are the #1 source of rabies in the U.S. It's why you may see these around your home soon. They look like ketchup packets, but are covered with fish crumbs and the rabies vaccine. Workers will drop about 200,000 of them in Northwest Georgia.
If wild animals are in the area, usually between 3 and 7 days after bait distribution, they will pick up those baits, and a lot of times they'll carry them off into the woods.
Kirby says the bait is not dangerous, but if you have to move it, use a napkin or wear gloves. And if your pet gets a hold of one,
it's actually best for them to allow their dog to just eat the bait or chew on it, because one thing we have observed is when people try to get the baits out of their dog's mouth, it's at that point that they might have the possibility of getting bitten by their dog or actually get vaccine on their hands.
Just this year alone, 12 people were treated for potential rabies exposure in Northwest Georgia, but the Georgia Department of Public Health tells us no one has tested positive. We also checked the Chattanooga-Hamilton County Health Department. A spokesperson there tells us there haven't been any human rabies cases. Live in the studio, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thanks.